Welcome to Newcastle Fan Talk, and today we're going to talk about Rondon to Fenerbahce. Salomon Rondon has been linked. We all expected this when we didn't get the deal done after having a good 11-goal season. We've basically heard rumours that he is a target for Fenerbahce because I think he's generally been getting fed up with the fact that it's taking so long for Newcastle to move. We all know the reasons why Newcastle are struggling to move. One, we don't know if Rafa's going to stay. Two, we don't know what's happening with the takeover. Mike Ashley has an issue with giving longer contracts to players. I think Rondon personally would actually like to stay. He said lots and lots of interviews that he wanted to stay and that he saw himself, staying at Newcastle. Newcastle obviously have the 16.5 million release clause, which we could activate, and I think it's a very good price for someone who's proven it. The team is suited to him. The system is suited to Rondon. He has that relationship with Perez and Almiron, with the three amigos, the Spanish link, and I think he should definitely stay. Takeover or no takeover. So the fact that we've stalled and protracted, obviously that's alerted other teams. So Fenerbahce, who last season came sixth in the Turkish Super League, they had a strike force. Andre Ayew, Roberto Soldado. I think the top goal scorer was 6 goals. So really, I think Rondon would be an improvement. They also had Slimani on loan, again, who didn't really do it for them. So getting Rondon in would be an upgrade for them. I think they're really looking to rebuild after a poor season for Fenerbahce generally. And they probably see it as, we could get a really good player for quite a decent price. The other club that has been linked with him is Wolves. Obviously, they understand that they're going to be in the Europa League this year and need a bigger squad. Last year, Nuno Santo basically just kept using the same players all the time. I think they had like the lowest number of players used, longest time team was unchanged. He generally played that 3-5-2 system with Jota playing off Raul Jimenez, and obviously they've gone and signed Raul Jimenez permanently. So I think they would be looking at Rondon to basically add some depth to the squad. Because obviously this season they'll be playing Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, they'll be having much more games with the Europa League. They probably think, okay, let's get Rondon in, give us another option. They can mix and match a bit. Again, a decent price for a striker who's this season has shown. And also for me, he's very similar to Jimenez. And I think for Wolves, it probably makes sense for them to bring in someone like that, someone they know. I think this is the thing with Newcastle. The more we have this uncertainty with Rafa and with the takeover, the players that we do want to bring, Rondon was, for me, I would have said number one, because when you compare it to the season before, he was such an upgrade, and especially towards the end of the season, he played really well, and it's just frustrating that all this uncertainty and everything has been going on. So, unfortunately, Wolves and Fenerbahce are in for him. We'll have to wait and see. I think he might leave it a little bit more, but if Newcastle aren't sure what they're doing, then it may end up that we lose the player and we'll have to look elsewhere, which is a big issue because obviously you don't know if they're going to settle in, you don't know if they're going to suit the style of play, and these things, there's a bit more risk. Rondon was a lower risk. Obviously, the risk is he's 29 and we're going to pay 16.5 million. But we also know he's played well. He mixes in with the squad and he leads the line well. So we'll see. Please subscribe to the channel. Post some comments and your thoughts on, do you think Rondon will stay at Newcastle, or do you think it's more likely now that he'll go to Wolves or Fenerbahce? Thanks very much.